You tell me that you've all been there. You catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror, and you're deflated by the dark circles under your eyes staring right back at you. Well, today, I've got something to perk you up. My best dark circle cures. These are easy, they're simple, they're affordable, and they can be found all over the place in any drugstore. I've even thrown in a few bonus quick fixes. Joining me is dermatologist Deborah Wattenberg, who specializes in removing under-eye circles. Dr. Wattenberg, how often does that happen that people come in complaining of problems with their eyes?
Under-eye circles are a huge problem. Patients come in every day complaining about them, but luckily we have some easy fixes.
Let's get to them. We're going to start with the first big problem you all talk about, which is these dark blue circles, you know, the big under-eye blueness that so many of you complain about. What causes the dark blue circle?
So what happens is as you age, you actually lose fat, you lose collagen, you lose elastin, and the skin becomes really thin under the eyes, and as a result, the blood vessels become more prominent, they dilate up, and you see a blue hue under the eye.
You've got two cures for us.
We do. So the cure that we have, the first one that I'm going to share with you is actually an eye cream, which contains caffeine, and the second one is a grapeseed oil, and both of these work quite well. The caffeine actually constricts the blood vessels under the eyes. It also helps to act like a diuretic, and so it helps with the puffiness that's there. And if you apply it, it helps to eliminate it. The grapeseed extract actually helps to strengthen those capillaries under the eyes and makes them not so leaky so that the blue color is not so prominent.
Let's say I've got 10 minutes. I run out the door. I just don't have time to do all this mixing and matching. What do you do then?
So for a really quick fix, you might want to take some tea bags. And what we have here are some caffeinated green tea bags that were soaked in cold water. And you take those and you apply them under the surface of the eye for about 10 minutes. The caffeine will leak out of those bags and it will actually help to constrict the blood vessels.
Yeah, you can find them everywhere. No more excuses for the big blues. Okay, next big problem I'm talking about is the dark brown under eye circle. So first of all, again, why do you get brown versus the blue that we showed earlier?
So the dark brown circle occurs as a result of hyperpigmentation, which is most commonly caused from too much sun exposure. Lots of sun exposure will cause that, but you can also get it from chronically rubbing your eyes. You can get it from too much smoke, that type of thing. Any irritant can cause that.
And how do you know if it's a dark circle caused by hyperpigmentation or something else?
So if it's hyperpigmentation, if you take your index finger and you gently press on the area where the dark color is, and then you let go, the pigmentation will remain. If it disappears, it might actually be those blood vessels we were just discussing.
And what do you do for it? Let's say it stays like this. What do you do then?
So if the pigmentation remains, what you want to do is look for an eye cream that contains ingredients to eliminate the pigmentation. You can use one that contains retinol, vitamin C, and a skin brightener like kojic acid.
I love this. And what if, again, you want a very quick fix, a makeup or something else that just covers over the evening?
So if you're running out the door and you look in the mirror and you see that brown pigmentation, there are two tricks when you're applying makeup. One is to use a green concealer if the pigmentation looks kind of red, and that will help to diffuse the color. And then the second is to use a peach-colored concealer if the color is more brown. It'll actually mask it, neutralize it.
It's like being a painter.
Yes, you need to
know your colors.
You do need to know your colors.
And the third problem, being of colors, is black puffy under eyes, which again people find for different reasons. What's the usual cause?
So the most common cause for black puffy under eyes is sinus congestion. Usually caused from chronic allergies, from smoke, from leaving your makeup on overnight and not washing your face, and your face gets irritated. So the sinus congestion causes fluid buildup under the eyes, and the eyes will become puffy.
So what do you do about it?
So, as everybody knows, you're a huge fan of the neti pot.
I do love the neti pot.
And you can use the neti pot, but you can also...
You can make tea in these too, by the way.
You can also use this pulsating nasal wash, and the concept here is that you use a saline wash, a saline irrigation for the sinuses, and if you drain the sinuses, they won't be fluid in the area, and...
Oh.
And as a result, the fluid will drain and the puffiness around the eyes will decrease.
All right, and you have, I'm told, a very interesting quick fix for this problem as well.
Okay, so the last quick fix we're going to introduce is a hemorrhoid cream. And I know that sounds kind of crazy, but hemorrhoid creams contain two active ingredients. One is phenylephrine, the other one is hydrocortisone. Now, hemorrhoid creams are not something you want to use every day under your eyes, and you want to use a tiny, tiny bit, mix it into your eye cream, and it will actually constrict those blood vessels quickly. The hydrocortisone will decrease the inflammation, but please don't use this all the time and only use it when you absolutely need it. And finally, make sure you wear sunscreen. That's a really important thing because it'll help a lot with all of these problems.
I'm thinking about the cost savings of one tube of hemorrhoid cream with multiple uses. I'm just fantastic ideas. Thank you very much. We'll be right back.
My pleasure.